In this tutorial, you're going to learn how to create a varsity jacket in Adobe Illustrator. Now, I'm mainly talking about the components of a varsity jacket, like the patches, the letters, all of the embroidery, that type of stuff. And you're probably wondering, where did I get this varsity jacket from? And this is actually one that I designed that's available on my threadedsouth.com website. This is my Dreamers Only Club varsity jacket. It's a symbol of your determination and your ambition to trust the process and to achieve whatever you want in life. So without further ado, we're gonna hop into this here tutorial, but wait, there is more. I actually have a varsity design kit that will be available over on my Gumroad. So you can take this kit and mix and match and create your own designs from it. Whether or not you wanna put it on a letterman's jacket, or if you wanna put it on fitted caps or regular t-shirts, the possibilities are endless. So without further ado, we are gonna hop right on into this here tutorial. Let's get started, and all of the links to the assets that I'm using is down in the description box. First, what we're gonna do in Adobe Illustrator is create a new document. My width and height is 12 inches, CMYK, and 300 PPI. So first, what we're going to do is I'm going to grab this here type tool and I'm going to type out the letter U. For this, my company is going to be called Underdog Clothing Co. So let's start off with the U. So I'm using this here font, Mortise, extra bold, 930 in size. And go ahead and rename your layer to keep everything organized. So go to edit, copy, and here we're going to edit, paste in place, because we're going to create extra copies of this letter, and you'll see why in a bit. And repeat the same step again. Select your third letter U layer and move it downwards and to the right. Now while I'm moving it, I'm pressing the shift key and the down arrow and the right arrow. And now select both the second and third letter U layers and go to Object, Blend, Blend Options. Change your spacing to specified distance and change it to 0.0014 inches. Now go back up to Object, Blend, and Make. Now for this top letter layer, I'm going to change the fill color to white, and the stroke is going to be the red color, and my weight will change to 20. Now I'm going to add a stroke to these blended shapes. Go to Object, Blend, Expand. And then go to Object, Expand, and click OK. And now go to Object, Ungroup. And we're going to Object, Ungroup one more time. Now go to Object, Rasterize. And then make sure everything is like it's supposed to be on screen and click OK. And now this should take about 2 minutes, I'll say, to rasterize, but I sped mine up a bit. Now we're going to go up to Image Trace and change this to Silhouettes and click OK. And now click on Expand. So now we're able to apply a stroke to this layer. Change the weight to 20, and the line stroke will be to the outside. Now next, what we're going to do is grab your pen tool and we're going to make some connecting lines. And I will change my width to 15. And I will edit, copy, and edit, paste. You can also do Command C and Command V, both for copy paste, and add more lines to your letter. And for the final step, I'm just going to clean up this here edge so that it's straight. Using my pen tool and making sure my stroke is set to none and my fill is set to the red color. And now we have our letter for our letterman's jacket. So here I'm making a new artboard because now we're going to create a circle patch for the wrist. So I'm changing my artboard size to 3.5 inches. So now grab your ellipse tool and we're going to make several circles. So start off with this first one and I will change the fill color to black. And I will copy and paste in place another circle and I will make it smaller than the outside one and change this fill color to red and then paste in place again and make it a bit smaller. Do it another time and change this fill to white. And now I'm going to type out the word laugh. And I will change my font size to 38 and my font will be Bit Cheese. Now this actual patch is available within my Varsity design kit over on my Gumroad account, but I'm going to show you how to make it yourself. So now I am typing out the rest of the words now, because I will be using laugh now, cry later, and just place them within the circle. So now I'm going to warp my text so that it fills the space better because there's a little bit too much white space and I want to decrease that a bit. So I will warp my text and use my direct selection to alter my points and move them around. So here all I'm doing is clicking and dragging my point. So as you can see here, I was able to fill the space a little bit better, and I'm going to add some curved lines and increase the stroke a bit and make sure the cap and corner is set to rounded. And I'm gonna do this one more time, just to kind of again fill in the white space. Now for our next design, we will add a number to our varsity jacket. So normally you can choose any number that you want to place on your varsity jacket. For most people, it's a jersey number, or it might be the year you started your business, or it could be angel numbers like 777 or something like that. So for this particular example, I'm going to use the number 23, and I will be using the font Big Top, and I will change the font size to 162. So now I'm going to copy and paste my number and then expand this number just so I have a copy on my pasteboard. So here I'll just add a simple red stroke. And the weight will be about 5, and I will align my stroke to the outside. Now we're going to create a new artboard, and for this particular one, I want to add some script writing. So I chose a quote that I want to use, and I'm going to do nothing to lose, everything to gain against all odds. And I will be using this particular font, and the size will be 90. So here I will shear my font. Change your shear angle to -10, and it will be vertical for the axis. So here I'm just copying and pasting and typing out the rest of my quote. So here I'm just continuing to copying and pasting and writing out the rest of my quote. For my finishing touch, I'm going to add a curved line under the words to and all, and increasing the weight a bit with a curved cap and with a round cap and a round corner. And just copy and paste this and place this under the other words as well. And this particular design will go over the right chest area of my varsity jacket. Now here I'm opening up the Patches Illustrator file that's available within my Varsity design kit on my Gumroad, and I am switching out underrated to underdog. So now I am selecting all of my text and I will expand it so that I can bring it over to my document without having to resize the stroke. So now I can make this smaller and I will give this its own artboard. And then now we're going to create one more artboard for the front pocket. And for this one, I decided I wanted to add some more script writing, and I am doing betting on me. And I wasn't too fond of this spacing, so I am decreasing the spacing just a tad. And then I'll go back over to my patches. I want to use the dice and the flying patch. So I want to change the color around, and I will of course expand it so that I don't have to resize the stroke, and just copy and paste it over into my document. Okay, now for the back of my varsity jacket, I wanted to add one of my badges that I created from the varsity design kit. Now you see what I'm talking about when it comes to the stroke and having to resize it. So now I am decreasing the weight of the stroke. And here I'm going to change the 45 to 23. Now copy and paste in place the outer circle, and we're going to make it larger, and we're going to remove that stroke. And then next we'll grab the type on a path tool. And here I decided that I'm going to put the against all odds text above this badge. And this will go on the back of my varsity jacket. And here I'm going to copy over the all from my other pasteboard and place this one right there in the middle. And that is how you create a varsity jacket in Adobe Illustrator. If you like what you saw today, make sure you click that like button and also subscribe. Thanks for watching.